aptitude test is an umbrella term that is used by employers to test candidates' ability to make sure a candidate is a good fit for a job. Aptitude test can contain any questions that would test candidate for candidates' math abilities, business decision-making, ability to solve business problems, cognitive abilities, critical thinking, analytical and charts and diagrams abilities, and candidates' ability to reason logically.
Hi there, this is Vadim Michalenko, and in this video I'll share with you how to pass an employment assessment test. In this video, I will share with you sample questions we see on the tests. I will have some questions for you to try, and I'll show you tips, tricks, and hacks on how to get ready and pass the test. I will also share with you some additional test resources that might benefit you and might help you to get ready for the test quickly.
Even though it's hard to determine which particular questions you will get on your test, we grouped the most common questions we see based on the feedback from the candidates in this video. Here you will find everything you need to get ready and pass the test. We'll share with you questions, answers, solutions, and resources to get you ready and pass the test. Based on the feedback from my students, I also packed this video with the practical tips, tricks, and hacks on how to get ready and pass the test. And last but not least, we'll share with you next steps to get you prepared. Let's look at the sample question. How many squares are in this picture? And you have 4 choices: 16, 29, 30, or 32. Do you think you know the answer?
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Vadim Michalenko, and I have MBA and master's degree in computer science. I have been helping people for more than 25 years to get hired and find jobs. I have founded howtoanalyzedata.net website with only intent to help people get employment. This site helped a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure it will help you as well.
In this video tutorial, you will have everything you need to get ready and pass the test. I'll show you sample test questions with answers and explanations. I will have practice questions for you to answer. I'll share with you tips, tricks, hacks, and techniques that work now to get you ready for the test. And I'll share with you some additional test resources to get you prepared quickly. And now, let's go ahead and jump right to the questions. Now let's look at the question which tests your knowledge of working with shapes, patterns, and numbers. Select an arrow which logically belongs in the rectangle with the question mark. Here on the screen, you see 3x3 box. Each row of the box and each column of the box has arrows. One arrow is missing. Which arrow do you think is missing? The key here is to identify the pattern. Each row and each column contains unique arrows. In the first row, we have arrow pointing to the right, upper right, and then to the upper left. Then upper left, right, and upper right. So here we have upper right, and then we have arrow pointing to the upper left, and what's missing is the arrow pointing to the right. And that would be the right answer. And the arrow pointing to the right would be choice A. And this is the explanation. So each row has 3 arrows. All 3 arrows are directed to 3 directions, and they are unique. According to the pattern, correct answer is A, because arrow which is directed to the right is missing in the 3rd row. Hopefully you got this one right. Now let's look at the very tricky question, which is frequently used as part of a variety of different tests. What is the ratio between Alice's and Bob's profit for the month of February? And you have a table here which lists 4 different months: January, February, March. You have Alice's profits and Bob's profits. And you have 4 choices for the ratios: 2:3, 2:5, 3:4, and 1:3. Which one do you think is right? Let's see how you can get to the right answer here. First, to get to the right answer, you need to identify Alice's and Bob's profit for the month of February, which is represented by amounts of $32 and $48. So the ratio of Alice's profits to Bob's profit is 32 to 48. Which is an equivalent of 32/16 to 48/16, which is an equivalent of 2:3. So the correct choice here is choice A, 2:3. I'm pretty sure you've nailed this question, but in case you need to practice more with similar questions from real tests, make sure to download my ebook with more practice questions using the description of this video link that's available there. Now let's look at the question which tests your knowledge of percentages and logical reasoning, and frequently used as part of math reasoning, abstract reasoning, numerical reasoning, and logical reasoning tests. If total budget for the state of Indiana is $31.4 billion, how much is planned to be spent on agriculture? And you have four choices: 12.24 billion, 7.3 billion, 6.32 billion, and 9.42 billion. And you have a chart which shows different percentages for different types of expenditures. Which one do you think is the right choice here? To get to the answer for this question, you need to understand what is the percentage of spend for agriculture. And based on the graph, the planned spend for agriculture is 30%. To calculate the budget for agriculture in actual US dollars, you need to multiply 31.4 by 0.3, which represents 30%. Whatever's correct answer based on this calculation would be the choice that you should select for this type of questions. Let's look and recap this question. Agriculture expenditures is 30% of the budget. To calculate total value for agriculture expenditures, you need to multiply 31.4 by 0.3, which is equivalent of $9.42 billion. So the correct choice here is answer D, which is $9.42 billion. I'm pretty sure you nailed this question, but in case you need more questions like this to practice, make sure to download my ebook with practice questions using the link in the description of this video.
I would like to give you a tip. There are a lot of different providers that conduct employment assessment tests.
Most common providers that do assessment tests today are Indeed.com, IKM, SkillCheck, eSkills, Kenexa, SHL, and a lot of others. Employer typically requests provider to administer assessment tests, and then provider contacts the candidates to conduct the test. A lot of times, provider has a sample test questions on their website.
Once you know which provider will be assessing your skills, it's a good idea to visit their website to find sample questions.
Let's look at the question which tests your knowledge of logical reasoning and how well you can apply this knowledge to charts and graphs. Review the graph in the picture and answer the question: during which period did the revenue of the company declines? There is a picture represented here with two lines, one blue line that shows revenue, and then the orange line which shows the cost. The period is from 2013 to 2020, and you have four choices to select from: 2014 to 2015, 2019 to 2020, 2013 to 2014, and 2016 to 2017. Which one do you think is right? To answer this question correctly, you need to differentiate between revenue and the cost. Because revenue is represented by blue line, you have to follow the blue line to answer the question in which period revenue declines. If you follow the line, you see that for all the years, with the exception of period of 2014 to 2015, right here, the line goes up. And only for the period 2014 to 2015, revenue declines. So that is the correct choice, and that is the correct answer. Now let's recap. The line graph shows the revenue and costs of a small company between the periods of 2014 and 2020. To estimate the changes, you need to find the spot on the line which goes down. Only place when line goes down is between the years of 2014 and 2015. Therefore, choice A, which shows 2014 to 2015, is the right answer for this question. Hopefully you've got this one right.
Let me give you a couple reasons why you might consider subscribing to online training for everyone.
State-of-the-art skills, tips, tricks, and techniques we share with you here on Online Training for Everyone will help you today and in the future. We use scientifically proven methodology to create videos that will help you learn faster and retain more materials. When you click the subscribe button now, you will become connected and will be the first one to receive automatic notifications when new video is released. Now let's look at the very tricky question, which is frequently used as part of a variety of different tests. Find the next value using the pattern, and you're presented with the patterns of values 36, 49, 64, 81, and you need to find the next number. You have four choices: 121, 100, 96, and 144. What do you think is the right choice here? Let's see if we can nail the answer. If you look closely, you see that there is a square pattern here. 6 by 6 is 36, 7 by 7 is 49. 8 by 8, 64. 9 by 9 is 81. Can you guess the next one? 10 by 10 is an equivalent of 100. Let's recap. So this is the square number series. 64 is the square of 8, 81 is the square of 9, and therefore next number would be the square of 10. And square of 10 is 100. So the correct choice is B, 100. Hopefully your selection for the answer was correct. But in case you need to practice more with similar questions from the real tests, make sure to download my ebook with more practice questions using the link in the description of this video.
If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure that you get it in the future.
Here's another tricky question which can confuse you easily during the test. Bob is 6 years old and his sister is a half of his age. When Bob is 30, what would be the age of his sister? And there are 4 choices: 20, 15, 25, and 27. Which one do you think is right? And obviously, as you might have figured out, the correct answer is D, 27. Bob's sister is 3 when Bob is 6, and Bob becomes 30 after 24 years. And that's why his sister must be 27 years old. Another way to look at it, there is a 3-year difference. When Bob is 30, his sister would be 30 minus 3, which would be 27. Hopefully you've got this one right. And now it's your turn. Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. Here's the question for you to answer. Below chart shows the number of companies that provide services to different sectors of the economy. What is the percentage of the companies that provide their services to both agriculture and chemical sectors? And you have 4 choices here: 40%, 22%, 30%, and 25%. Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. Here's the question which tests your knowledge of working with negative numbers. Calculate minus 100 plus 45. Here, keep in mind that minus 100 is very tricky. Some people just don't see this minus sign right before the 100. And there are 4 choices: minus 145, 145, minus 55, and then 55. So what do you think is the right answer? And obviously the correct answer is C, which is minus 55. And the way we calculate this equation is we can move minus 100 after 45. So the new equation might look like this: 45 minus 100, which would be exactly minus 55. Hopefully you've got this one correctly as well. And now it's your turn. Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. Here's the question for you to answer. Find the missing value using the pattern. And you have pattern of numbers 1, 2, 2, 4, 8, value that's missing, and then 256. You need to choose one from the list. And the choices are 20, 32, 64, and 144. What do you think is the right answer here? Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. So here's the question, which is frequently used as part of numerical reasoning and logical reasoning tests. Find the next number of the below sequence. And you have series of numbers: 30, 29, 27, 24, 20, 15, and you have a choices, 4 different choices: 10, 9, 11, and 8. Which one do you think is right? And how would you even approach answering something like this? The key to answer something like this, in these types of questions in general, is to detect the pattern. So you see the pattern here is you increase the number every time you go from one number to the next. 30 is 1 more than 29, and 27 is 2 more than 29. 24 is 3 more than 27, 20 is 4 more than 24, and 15 is 5 more than 20. So the next difference would be 6, and 15 minus 6 would be 9. Let's recap. So next number in the sequence is less than the current number. 29 is less than 30, 27 is 2 less than 29, and 24 is 3 less than 27. And you can continue the sequence once you detect it. And final number must be 6 less than 15, which is 9. So the correct answer is B, which is 9. Hopefully you've got this one right. When we were just starting our mission, we wanted to pick the name that would best describe our values. And this is the main reason why we picked howtoanalyzedata.net, because the core of our mission is covering questions how and why in every video that we make. Make sure you consider this when you're making your own decision whether to subscribe to the channel or not. Because online training for everyone is one of the few channels that provides you with the real answers. So let's look at another tricky question. What number is the best match? And we have 8 to 4 would be 10 to question mark. So what do you think is the right one here? Let's look at the answer. The best answer here is 4 is the half of 8. So the question mark would be half of 10. And in that case, half of 10 is 5. So that's the number you should choose. Now, the tricky part of this question, some people may mistakenly select 20, which would be double of 10. So make sure you recognize this and don't make this mistake. Hopefully you've got this one right.
Can I ask you to do me a favor? If you know someone who will benefit from this material and looking for the job, please share this content with them. I really appreciate it. This will help them find the jobs quickly. Thank you very much.
Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Let's look at the question which tests your knowledge of charts and graphs, logical reasoning, and math reasoning. During which period did the revenue for the company decline? And you have 4 periods: 2010 to 2012, 2011 to 2012, 2013 to 2014, and 2016 to 2018. And then you have a chart which represents revenues and costs. Which one do you think is the right answer here? Let's start by looking at the chart. Chart has 2 lines. One line is dark blue and another line is light blue. Dark blue line represents revenue and light blue line represents the cost. For the revenue, it almost always goes up, with the exception of the period between 2013 to 2014, which is represented right here on the graph. Let's recap. Company's profit is represented on the graph. During 2013 and 2014 period, the revenue was decreasing and the costs were going up. So the correct choice here is answer C, which represents the period of 2013 to 2014. Hopefully your selection for this answer was correct, but in case you need to practice more with similar questions, make sure to download my ebook with more practice questions like this using the link in the description of this video. And now it's your turn. Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. Here is the question for you to answer. You need to find the last number using the pattern: 2, 6, 12, 20, 30, 42, and then the missing number. And the choices are 60, 64, 52, or 56. Which one do you think is the right answer here? Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section below this video so I can give you the grade. And now let's look at the answer to the question, which is very frequently used as part of aptitude tests, math reasoning, abstract reasoning, and logical reasoning tests. The exchange rate for converting US dollars to Chinese yuans is 6.27. How much is 1,000 Chinese yuans are worth in US dollars? And you have 4 choices: 6,270, 627, 1,594, or $159.40. Which one do you think is the correct choice here? Let's see if you can nail this question. To get to the answer to this question, you need to reverse the exchange rate. Exchange rate of converting Chinese yuans to US dollars is 1 divided by 6.27, which is an equivalent of 0.1594, which means that the value of 1,000 of Chinese yuans in US dollars is equivalent of 0.1594 multiplied by 1,000, which is $159.40. So the correct choice is D. Hopefully your selection for this answer was correct.
Let me give you a couple reasons why you might consider subscribing to online training for everyone.
Knowing latest assessment test questions and answers helps you to get ready for the interview and assessment test and improves your job mobility. We share with you latest questions asked during the interview. You get access to the daily challenge question. You see questions and answers people posting in the comment section of this video, and you get access to other people's experiences. You also have opportunity to help other people by answering their questions. We have a community of great people already subscribed to this channel, and these people are here ready to help you with the challenges you are experiencing. Subscribing to online training for everyone is an exciting opportunity to get ahead in your career. Thank you for your time and consideration, and looking forward to have you as a member in this channel. Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Now let's look at the tricky question, which is frequently used as part of math reasoning and abstract reasoning tests. There are 28 women and 21 men attending online webinar. What is the ratio of women to the total number of people? And there are 4 choices: 4:7, 4:3, 5:7, and 28:21. Which one do you think is the right answer? The tricky part about this question is that there are choices B and D, which represent the ratio of women to men. But this is not what needs to be calculated here, because ratio of women to total number of people need to be captured. Let's look at the correct answer. Total ratio of women to men is 4:3. But the ratio of women to total number of people is 4:7, which represented by 28:49. And 49 is calculated as the sum of all people, 28 women and 21 men. So the correct answer is A, 4:7. I'm pretty sure you nailed this question.
Let's talk about best practices on how to get ready for employment assessment test.
If this option is available and you have a choice, try to schedule assessment test in the morning when you have highest levels of energy. Get a good night's sleep before the test. And please do not take the test if you're tired, since a lot of questions require your top mental energy performance. During the test, read each question carefully, ideally more than once. Questions are designed to be tricky, and each and every detail in the question might be important. If you have a choice, try to answer easy questions first. This would allow you to leave harder questions for the end, but you will get easy answers in and you will get the points for them. Try to validate your answers with more than one method. For example, if you do an Excel assessment test, you can do manual calculation, you can try to use formulas for calculations, use calculator, or use pivot tables to validate your answers. And last but not least, try not to guess the answers, as some providers deduct points for incorrect selections. Now let's look at the tricky question which you frequently see as part of the tests. If you take away a whole dollar from $159.24, how many cents are left? And you have 4 choices: 158.24, 15,824, choice C 59.24, and choice D 158. Which one do you think is right here? Let's see how we can answer this question correctly. The best way to answer it is to convert $1 into 100 cents, which means that $159.24 would be an equivalent of 15,924 cents. After taking $1 out of 15,924, we will get to 15,824 cents. So the correct choice here is B, 15,824. I'm pretty sure you nailed this question, but in case you have to practice more with similar questions from real tests, make sure to download my ebook with more practice questions using link in the description of this video.
Please make sure to check out available downloads in the description section of this video.
And now let's look at the question which is frequently used as part of numerical reasoning tests. What is the number that is 1/2 of 1/4 of 1/10 of 800? And there are 4 choices: 20, 12, 5, and 10. How would you answer something like this? Let's go ahead and take a look. To answer this question, you need to do operations in reverse. So 1/10 of 800 is 80, and then 1/4 of 80 is 20, and 1/2 of 20 is 10. So the correct answer is D, 10. And let's recap. This is the explanation. To get to this answer, you need to go in reverse. 1/10 of 800 is 80, 1/4 of 80 is 20, and 1/2 of 20 is 10. So the correct answer is D. Hopefully you've got this one right.
Please make sure to check out available downloads in the description section of this video.
All links to the downloads are available in the description of this video. Please make sure to consider ebooks and practice files, and also consider premium resources that helped other people to get prepared faster. Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Let's look at the assessment test question, which is frequently used as part of abstract reasoning, numerical reasoning, and logical reasoning tests. Emily buys a car for $9,000 and sells it for $12,000. Calculate approximate profit Emily has made in this transaction. 54% is the choice A, 40% choice B, choice C is 30%, and choice D is 44%. Which one do you think is the right answer here? First, to answer the question here, you need to calculate the actual profit. And the profit is $12,000 minus $9,000, which is equal to $3,000. Then you need to calculate the profit percentage, which is calculated by $3,000 divided by $9,000, because $9,000 is the original price. And the value here that you will get would be 30%. So choice C is correct. Let's recap. Original price for the vehicle was $9,000. Sale price was $12,000. Profit is $3,000 and is calculated as $12,000 minus $9,000. The profit is calculated as $3,000 divided by $9,000 and multiplied by 100 and is equivalent of 30%. So choice C is correct. Did you get this one right? Please share in the description of this video if you got this one correctly.
Let me share you smart ways to get prepared for the test.
One of the smartest ways to prepare is to find out who your provider is that will be conducting an assessment test and use outlines and sample questions from the provider. The providers might be Indeed.com, SkillCheck, IKM, Kenexa, SHL, and a lot of others. Once you know who the provider is, you can go to their website, find out sample questions, and practice with sample questions. You can also practice LinkedIn assessment test questions on the topic that you will be assessed. LinkedIn test is free. It gives you exposure to the sample questions. And also, you can get a badge that will enhance your profile for potential employers. You can also research the topic you're trying to prepare for online and download ebooks to get ready for the test. Hands-on experience is very important. You can find relevant training and follow along to do hands-on exercises using practice videos on the training. If you have a question or ran into an obstacle during your practice exercises, try posting questions in the comment sections of the video. Channel owners or members of the channel monitor the questions and respond to the inquiries. And last but not least, consider subscribing to relevant YouTube channels. I encourage you to consider subscribing to online training for everyone. We have a great community of people helping each other to prepare and pass the test.
Thanks for watching. I encourage you to check out our daily question challenge in the community section of this channel. I also recommend that you check downloads in the description section of this video. Please also check out resources page on our website, howtoanalyzedata.net/resources. If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this. I would encourage you to share this video with other people that might be looking for the job. This will help them to get prepared and pass assessment test faster. Please consider subscribing and following this channel. We have a community of great people helping each other to get ready and pass the test. Please leave questions, comments, or suggestions in the comment section of this video. And all the best on your interview and assessment test. Thanks for watching.